deadpan says, "How come in our former lives we were always somebody famous? How come we weren't just like Joe Schmo, right?" And she started laughing, right? So it's a great question, right? So I was thinking about it. I said, "How come?" I said, "There's how come questions all over the place, Jack." So I was thinking about that question this weekend. It's a good one to ponder for you.
Everywhere you go, every moment you're awake, and even in fact, sometimes in your dreams, but every waking moment. Now there was one that was really bugging me, and this is a question that many people, when they think about it, can relate to. Well, I don't know about relating. They can certainly understand it. How come Tarzan doesn't have a beard? Ponder that one, Adam. Why doesn't he have a beard? Bugs me.
Is there a natural waxing that goes on out in the jungle, or
that shaving commercial that's going on? Did they get to him way back when? Yes, natural waxing. I don't know.
I don't know.
I would think a guy like that would have a beard. That's for sure. But that really wasn't the thing that was vexing me the most. But it did come across my mind. That steady stream of how comes. So how come this is the real one? How come the things that make you happy don't make everybody happy? Now we got to ponder that one a little bit. Now, a couple of quick answers. People, different points of life or in life. Be it age, be it health, be it financial, be it whatever. That's one reason they may not be happy when you're happy at the moment. And the cycles kind of go counter to, it's rare that you're going to get in cycle with somebody who's happy all the time with the same things that make you happy. You're going to have mental makeups. You're going to have beliefs that are different, be it religious or otherwise or political, all the things that can make you happy. There's an election always coming up, and if your candidate wins, you're going to be happy. Well, maybe your best friend is going to be, well, chances are he or she isn't your best friend if they're going to be totally upset with your candidate. But chances are, many things that make you exhilaration. With exhilaration, you're kind of bugging people and you're happy. You look at the crowd and they all aren't there. Why is that, Adam? What kind of comes to your mind?
It's a great question. Well, when you're talking about this as it relates to from a business standpoint, I try to think about the fact that we talk about this a lot with our clients. It's if you get like a big new customer on board or a big new project on board, and often it's something that you spent months or years, digging that well, making those things start to happen, laying all those seeds out there to make this thing start to happen. It finally comes to fruition, and man, are you excited about it, right? You're like, finally, it's here, and you go and you present it to your team, and they don't care. Or they go, "Oh man, there's more work to do," right? It's all the wrong reactions, right? And those are often the phone calls that Jack and I get in between our meetings.
We'll get that at day. I just had a meeting with my group, and I presented everything. Remember, guys, when we were talking about this, and what a great achievement. And I told everybody, and they just stared back at me.
Right.
Now wait a minute. What happened?
All right. Well, they'll often call us for that high five moment because they know that we'll celebrate with them because we know what it took to kind of make that thing start to happen. And the achievement that happens, that doesn't happen just by dumb luck.
That's right. The big lesson here is that you have to be aware of that. When you're happy or one of your employees comes in, it may not be with the company, something personal in their life. All of a sudden there's a big celebration. They're just up on cloud 9. You should recognize that. Give them a pat on the back. Share that moment. We often have to tell our clients to feel good. Sometimes they get so immersed in the day-to-day operations, day after day, month after month, that all of a sudden something really noteworthy of celebration kind of passes. Say, hey, wait a minute. Hey, Adam, you realize what happened here? What? You just achieved blah, blah, blah. Then blah, blah, blah is one heck of an achievement. And everyone should celebrate that. So how do you as an owner partake in it? How do you embed those thoughts into your employees? How do you get them pumped up? Well, and first thing is being aware that this exists.
I was going to say we fielded questions so many times, Jack. I mean, a lot of our clients, we get them focused on. They are focused on trying to make profits because they want the company to be able to do well. And many times they sense that their employees, their team, are motivated tremendously by money. Whether it be their base salaries or bonuses or what have you, and sharing in some profits of the company. And they're always a bit tweaked when they find out that not everybody's kind of wired that way. That in fact somebody would really welcome just a more regular basis being recognized for something, or a pat in the back and hey, say thanks for your help kind of thing, right?
Pat
Something
on
as
the
simple
back
as
in
that.
front of the group, and you know, maybe an extra day off,
Absolutely.
or work at home a little bit. These things, they're more and more becoming prevalent in the workplace today, and I think rightfully so. I think it's just good practice. You know, I remember years ago when I was a VP, I could kind of take off and go. You know, I had my long weeks, but my day wasn't structured between 9 and 5. So if I had a golf match or something going on, I could, you know, kind of take off. Well, everybody wanted to do that. Everybody likes to be able to do that. Everyone likes the freedom of having, in many cases, a job with flexibility.
Right.
And that's terrific, you know. I mean, it what makes people happy is different. That's the main thing. And there are good events that come around in everyone's lives that can be celebrated. It can be overdone too, but you know, for the most part, I don't think there's too much fear of over celebration.